These are the best R&B sounds every producer needs. Choices. They either take you to where you're supposed to be or far, far away from your destiny. But one thing about Yah, he'll give you countless opportunities to get it right. But just know that it all begins and ends with you. And when you say yes, the real journey begins. The journey to transformation, the journey of discovery, the journey of steady growth. What's happening, y'all? It's your boy, Big Vezy, and we back with another episode of Vibing with Vezy. Listen, today I'm gonna go through some really cool sound packs that I think you guys will enjoy. I'm gonna go through some plugins that I think you guys would enjoy, and I'm also gonna go through some effects that I think you guys would enjoy as well. All right, so first I wanna start out with sample pack, and I want to focus on some R&B stuff, and I'm just gonna demo like one or two stuff from this actual sample pack, and it's by a duo called Pelham Jr., and the pack is actually called Guitar Moods. So let's listen to this. Nice. And as you guys can see, like right here, they split up the stems. So if you just want the guitar and you want to chop it up and do something else with it, that option is available. If you just want to use the synth bass or the vocals, again, those options are available to you because they also send the stems along with the full loop. Let's listen to one more. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely could see myself using this one. Let me go ahead and bookmark this. Dope audios. All right, so let me just jump right over to drum pack that I think you guys would love. But this guy is pretty dope and he makes amazing drum packs. And this pack is called the Sauce Pack, Volume 1. Let me just play some breaks for y'all. Yeah, it's like vibes like that. Obviously, you know, it has some kind of like a lo-fi hip-hop vibe to it, like the real dusty hip-hop vibe to it. But if you're looking for like those real organic drums to get your R&B beat sound real organic, like 80s 90s R&B, I think this guy has the perfect pack to help your drums get there. And he even threw in a little bit of melodic loops as well, you know, some cool stuff. But check out the drums. The kicks are on point, snares, everything is on point. So let's move on to some instrument plugins. Now, one of my favorite plugins that I've been using is called Analog Lab by Arturia. So they even went ahead and changed the interface on me, and it looks super cool. But let me just see if I can come out of this. Yeah, so this is kind of like what it really looks like on the inside. You have a bunch of different things that you can choose from, a bunch of different sounds and sound banks. When you download Analog Lab, it actually comes with a bunch of sounds, but the cool thing about it is that producers and composers, they have made presets, sound packs that you can go and buy directly from Arturia's website, or, you know, any other preset website out there. People are selling sound banks for Analog Lab, so I would recommend exploring those as well. But for now, we're just going to focus on listening to this pad, and I'm going to grab a MIDI file from the Love Loops pack, shameless plug. And I'm just going to drag my MIDI file over there on Analog Lab. We're just going to listen and see what it sounds like. And they have all these parameters here. So I see how I took out that wah movement, and you can add more to it. Reverb, everybody loves reverb. Phaser, chorus, brightness. You could go crazy with this. You could go crazy with this. So yeah, guys, Analog Lab, don't sleep on it. Don't miss out on it. All right, the next plugin that's highly slept on, instrument plugin that's highly slept on, it's called Vintage Keys. All right, from Native Instruments. I've been using this from I started making beats back in 2015. For R&B and lo-fi, whatever, like Vintage Keys is slept on. I know a lot of people talk about Lounge Lizard, and Lounge Lizard is fire. But for those who can't really afford that Lounge Lizard price tag, or who thinks it makes sense to spend a lot more money to get a bunch of stuff, which is what I did, I felt like it made more sense to use that money to buy a whole bunch of stuff. Vintage Keys gets the job done. So the same chord progression that I pulled from the Love Loops MIDI pack, I'm gonna just go ahead and put that on the Vintage Keys track, and let's just see what it sounds like. Raw. Yeah. Nice. And again, you can play with the reverb, your levels, delay. You can even turn the reverb and delay off. You can go in auto pan, the auto wah, sorry. You can turn on the pan. I mean, you could go crazy with the effects on here. So yeah, I'm a huge fan of Contact, huge fan of Vintage Keys. And so I think that's super dope. So now I want to quickly talk to you guys about some effects plugins. Now I was able to put both of the effects plugins on here. And so we're just going to quickly look at that. All right. Okay. So vocal synth is the first one. If you're someone like myself who like to do crazy, trippy things from now on, vocal synth is the way to go. Let's do it. Vocal sample with nothing on it.
I'm better off without you. I'm better off without you.
All right. So that's the vocal sample. And then I went inside vocal synth and I just kind of found, I think, a preset or something. I didn't do anything crazy, just found a preset and I threw it on there. And so this is what it sounds like.
I'm better off without you. I'm better off without you.
Vocal synth literally took that dry vocal to the next level. And here, down here, you have different parameters and different effects that's already built inside vocal synth, like a chorus and a delay. You have shred, which is kind of like distortion, transform with the filter. I mean, the list goes on. It gets nuts. And then I came across this other vocal effects or effects plugin called Crystallizer, and it's actually from a company called Soundtoys. And I decided to buy a bunch of Soundtoys stuff, and Crystallizer goes nuts. All right. Again, I did the same thing, just found a preset for the video, did a little bit of tweaking. So let's see what it sounds like with both effects plugins on it.
I'm better off without you. I'm better off without you.
Crystallizer like basically added harmony to that vocal sample. When it was just dry, it was just this.
I'm better off without you.
And then with the effects,
I'm better off without you. I'm better off without you.
yeah. So again, if you like to do trippy, crazy things, I mean, the opportunities are endless when you're using effects plugins like Vocal Synth and Crystallizer. I will post the links in the description for you guys to be able to access these a lot easier. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video today. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, or if you just want to say hey, just say hey. All right, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Y'all be great, stay safe, and much love. Peace.